Listening to page 79. Listen and fill in the blanks.
Despite the development of the internet, television is still one of the most important sources of information. It plays such a central role in people's everyday lives that it is almost impossible to imagine how we would live if there were no TV. One can argue that for many people, television is no longer the main source they get the latest news from, but it is still practically impossible to find a family that doesn't have a television. We certainly don't gather around the television anymore, as our parents used to every evening in the 70s and 90s, to watch a new fabulous film or discuss the latest news. There are lots of reasons for television's popularity. The main reason why so many people choose this means of consuming information and entertainment is its simplicity and convenience. All you have to do is press a button and sink back into a chair. The main problem of television is that little by little we become dependent on TV. It's lucky that more and more people are beginning to go in for sports these days. Sports usually take us a great deal of time, so we become less dependent on TV. Now let's speak about the different kinds of people working on television and the qualities these people normally have. It's still quite difficult to appear on television without the following qualities: intelligence, talent, beauty, and loads of energy. It's far more interesting to listen to a football report full of energy than to a peaceful story the commentator hankers to tell you. Similarly, weather forecasts would not be so exciting if announcers were plain. There are plenty of arguments for and against television, but it's unlikely to be a thing of the past in the near future. In our time, there's such a wide variety of programs that everyone can choose something he's especially interested in. For instance, if you are an animal lover, you may be fascinated to watch such channels as Animal Planet or BBC One. The latter is not a channel broadcasting programs only about animals, but the programs of that kind come out on BBC One regularly. However, the most popular program is still news, or maybe one should say that news is the main reason people turn on their TV. What can be of more interest than to watch the latest news report from the other end of the world? I completely agree that one can read the same news on the internet. A great many sites give you the opportunity to follow any events taking place in the world at any time. However, there are a few channels which have raw captions giving you the same opportunity. One thing that the internet cannot give you now is live pictures. Many will start arguing that it can, but they should take into account that there are still a lot of people using modems to browse the web. It's quite difficult for them to download a video clip with the latest news. Finally, I would like to say that television will remain one of the most important sources of information in the years ahead, regardless of the development of other sources.
Long-range forecast at 6 and 36 minutes past the hour.